Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers in the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and this is Friday, so it must be page by page, a collaboration with Kyung Shotwell. Now, Kyung's not going to have a video this week, but you still have me. So, what we're going to do this week, the prompt is combine two prompts. Okay, so this week we are going to combine butterflies and file folders. Well, there you go, because those two go together. Of course they do. Butterflies go with anything. Okay, so we're going to set this to the side. And I just wanted to show you real quick how much stuff that you guys have done already so far. You guys have done this whole first signature of 20 pages. And you've done this far in this signature of 36 pages. So I'm very proud of you, and we're going to continue on, and I hope you stay with the last few pages and don't give up. You're almost done. And also, after this week, we're going to be on like a 2-week break because I'm going to be doing a collaboration, and that'll be published on Fridays and Saturdays for a couple of weeks. Okay, so don't feel like this is gone. It's not. We're going to finish her up. But we're going to take, I think it's a 2-week break to get the other thing done, because you're going to enjoy that too. All right, so we're going to set this to the side. Oh, actually, let me show you. Page 37 is right here. So we got lucky on that for right now. Doesn't matter. We can just take the page out and put the thing on, but it drives me crazy to do that. I always feel like I'm going to lose my place. So, anyway. So this week, we're having butterflies and file folders. I want to show you something real quick that I did. You'll notice this butterfly is not flat. Its wings come up. Can you tell or not? You see he's not flat. Let me show you on. This one is the best one that you can see it by. Can you see his wings are not flat? I used glossy accents on it. And while the glossy accents were drying, was drying, I pushed in on the wings. And I did it several times as it was drying. And when it dried like this. Can you see? It's like when you draw one of those seagulls. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. Someone else has probably done it before. But I had fun with it, and so I made these 3-dimensional butterflies, and I think they would be good for a cover on a journal, and I think you guys would like something like that if you had a tendency towards butterflies. All right, these are the butterflies that come with the kit that we're going to use, just a few, and to get that out of the way, well, not out of the way, but I mean before I forget, because you know, the old bean isn't what it used to be. This kit is called Butterfly Love, and it's by Collage Type. You can find them on Etsy, and the link is below this video in the text. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, of course, is cut our backing paper, which is 8 3/8 by 5 3/8. We're going to cut our paper, which is 8 1/4 by 5 1/4, or 5 1/4 by 8 1/4, and I've pre-inked as much as I could. This week's ink is Bundled Sage, and I think I'm going to use Gathered Twigs on the butterflies. They're so dark, all we need to do is knock the white off the edges, and I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use, so I didn't go through and ink them all. I'm going to ink them as I use them. And there's Oz. Oz is saying hello to everyone this morning. And of course, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so what we're going to do, we have this giant folder that I've already had to trim down once. And if I have to, I'll trim this little round part flat just to make it fit. Just to make it fit, just for you guys. But when you get it in the kit, let me turn this over this way. When you get it in the kit, it's more rounded than it is here. It's probably straighter too, but it's more rounded. But I couldn't make it fit. I just couldn't make it fit on the page and any other way. So because this side of the folder fits just fine for a belly band, which is what we're going to use to hold it on. So the page isn't going to be hard. It's just going to be pretty. So this is our paper, and I've already inked that in the bundled sage. This is our background paper, which, as you know, we don't ink at all. You guys probably know all this by now. We've only been doing it for 40 weeks, right? Just a day or so. Just a day or so. So this is the file folder that comes with the kit, and it's really nice. And you just have to cut this guy out, and then we're going to score it instead of just, you know, giving it the old heave ho and folding it. So we're going to score it. Now, bundled sage is pretty light, so just so it looks, in case it looks like I did not ink it, I did. I tell you I did. So let's line this up with our black line that we drew. Remember that we drew at 6 inches. Actually, I redrew it at 6 inches. And that way it allows you to straighten up your line when you can't tell whether it's straight or not. Oops. Let's try that. Oh, for goodness sakes. Straight line. That's all I needed. Okay. So we're going to fold this in half. I'm going to score it. I mean, we're going to burnish it. I don't think I know anything. Actually, I think this is supposed to fold over. There was no line on it. There were no, this has got to stick up so you can put what you're going to write on it. Okay, and that's why we've got the pattern here. That's an awful lot sticking up, though, without anything on it, isn't it? I think it calls for a butterfly. That's what I think. Personally, let's use the better bone folder than that. Not that this one isn't good. I love this scoreboard. His name is Scoreboard. When I first started, for some reason, I could never remember the word scoreboard, or the words scoreboard. So I wrote it down there for when I was doing videos. So now that's become his name. I dubbed the Scoreboard. Okay. Don't tell me you guys have never cheated. Now, why did I do that without double checking that it was all perfect? Why? Why would I do that? If anything, my cutting must be off a little bit. There we go. If it don't fit, just force it. Okay, so we've got that. Now we need to ink this part here. Once again, on the camera, you are probably going to think I'm not doing anything, but you can see it a little in person. And then the reason I didn't go ahead and do this is we would have had a 2-second video. Also, no, we're going to duck right. Also, I probably would have forgot to mention for you to ink the inside and the outside at this point instead of just around the edges. But I definitely think that screams butterfly. Okay, now if you look at that, you can see the green. I would have to do the outside of this 15 times to get it that dark, because it was darker because of the fold. Okay, because you can see out here it's darker because of the fold. Now, I went over this twice. Now, it is a new little sponge, and it's not a very dark color. So, if I had used my older sponge that already had a lot of green on it, like this one, which says Bundled Sage on it, then it might have, that's not Bundled Sage, that says something else. Anyway, immaterial. But if I'd used my green one, then it would have probably transferred some more on there and been a little bit darker. But as it is, you just have to go over it a little bit more if you don't have if you're just starting a new green sponge. I've decided to start using one for browns, one for greens, one for black, and one for blues, one for reds. That's it. I'm not going to keep doing this, which is one for every color. Do you know how many colors I have now? It was great when I had 4 or 8. Not great now. Okay, so now we need a butterfly. He would be kind of pretty there. Just don't want a great big one. Is he smaller? No. They're about the same size. Which color do we like better? I think they're the same except for the color. I think I like the darker one. Yep, he's the teeny weeniest except for this moth. Oh. Aha. I'm just going to knock the white off the edge. We're not really inking it. It's dark enough around the edges. Okay, I keep saying that always. Yes, we are inking it, but we're not accenting it, you know, like I said that like I don't know how to say the word accent. Accenting it? No, that is not the way you pronounce it. Do not pronounce it that way in public. Okay, let's see where he's going to go. Okay, now the thing is, let's set him aside for a minute, because if we put him on here and then we have to trim this down a little bit, then what's going to happen? We're going to end up cutting a butterfly. So let's just put him right there that we know he's going to fit. So we'll set this to the side for right now. I'm not going to add any more butterflies. I think this is beautiful the way it is. So we're not going to add any butterflies to this. I'm going to set this to the side. Then we're going to get out, let's see, what did I want to do in which order? The cards. Okay, so now these can be cut into postcards and then add butterflies to them, or you can use them as cards. And because I'm worried about the file folder having an open bottom, I don't want everything sliding out. So I think what I'm going to do is fold them in half. Come, Mr. Scoreboard. Let's play with you again. So we're going to, actually with these I don't think I have to. Let's give it a whirl. In fact, it appears to be much quicker. All right, you guys, hush. I can hear you, you know. You think I can't hear you, but I can. Wow, I cut that crooked. Yes, I did. Let's make it straight on at least one end. Let's see if I can make it straight on the end. No, this actually goes downhill. How does that happen on a paper trimmer? Holding the paper crooked, I guess, is the answer to that question. There we go. Problem solved. Except for what problem? Now that we trim some off, we have to ink it. Otherwise, it's going to be white. Kind of crinkled it a little bit. I'll have to make a new one. You know what I mean? When I did it on the, when I did it on the paper trimmer, it kind of snagged it a little bit because it wasn't cutting very much off. Okay, so let's see how bad this one is. This one's going to be bad too, isn't it? Because the other one was. So before we fold it this time, let's see what we can do. Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter, it isn't that dark of a color anyway. We just don't want white. Now I don't know. Yeah, that's inked. I was going to say, now I don't know which end I cut off. Okay. Look at that. This is the way it was printed. I didn't do anything different about it. But that's all right, because we are going to what? We're going to put butterflies on it. We're going to put butterflies on it. But I was hoping that this other one would be the front. But if I make it the front, then it will be upside down. So it has to be the back. Okay. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Did you guys yell at me either? No. What kind of subscribers are you guys? Don't even tell me, hey, you just got through telling us, don't forget to ink on the crease after you fold it. It's funny how much darker it is. But the paper has been, the integrity of the smooth surface has been cracked, has been broken. So the ink sticks to the inner core of the paper better than it does to just the edge. Because when you're doing the edge, you're doing it like this. So you're putting it on the surface of the paper, not just the core. That's my guess. Okay. So now, wow, that worked out that way anyway, either way. Or both ways. Probably because they were supposed to be cut apart into cards, but I mean postcards. We'll have to wait and see. Why don't we see how everything fits, how tight it fits. Let's make the page, which is going to be easy. And then we'll go back and see how much decoration we need to fill up so nothing falls out. And this is our little guy for our file folder. All right, for this, we're going to use a horizontal belly band. Look at that. Ooh. I couldn't bring myself to do a vertical one, and even though it would be pretty cool with the wings sticking out on either side, but I just couldn't do it. And so we're going to score at 1/4 inch on either side and wrap it around. We're not going to try to glue on the sides. We'd never get that file folder in there. And my concern well, it looks like it should fit. I don't know though. I think we might only be able to use one card. The other card will just be a memory. Unless I trim this down all the way. But let's see. Let's put the band on first and see where we stand. I probably should have made this longer. We could have had a 1/2 inch on there and we would have had more space. Look and see if I've got anything big enough to... Nope, these are the only little scraps that I have. Let's try it. If not, I'll put you on hold and print the page out again. I didn't want to make it too big, and now I'm thinking it might be too small, you know, too tight. It's awfully small on that side compared to that side. I wonder if I just did 3/8 on this side. Let's check it against the page. Well, that would actually give us a little more space to put stuff in. Looks like I did a little bit big on this end. Let's see. And it's going to be flat once we glue it into the book, goodness knows. Okay, now if we glue that on, look at that. Works for me. I've already inked it, except for this end here, but we're not going to see that, are we? I don't know if you guys have seen me since I got my dangly thing for my glue. My friend Cassie made that for me. I appreciate it. I've been wanting one for a long time. I was eagle-eyeing hers. She sells them. Her name is Cassie Stalsberg. And her link is below under the recommended Etsy stores and YouTube channels down in the text. You scroll down just a little bit and you'll be right there. You'll see it. Oops. Guess you have to wait till the glue's dry. And that's another reason we won't be able to put any butterflies on the cover of the file folder. We'll have to go with the ones that are on there. And I'm going to put it this side up. Can't. Yes, I can. I could do whatever I want. It's my book. Yeah, I'm going to put it in just like that. Except I had it backwards, the page backwards. Okay. Oh yeah, we'll be able to get both cards in there. Look at that. How very, very nice. Make sure when the page is flat. That should be fine. So when you're using this kit, if you're using it for this size page, then you're going to have to trim this little curve part down just a little bit to make it fit. Okay, so now let's put a couple butterflies on here. Just a couple. So what about this one on here? It looks pretty with the colors. This one. And that one. All right, you guys can model for a moment. We could put just this great big one on this one. Ooh. Like that. Or could bring in a little more color. I don't like those two together, but I do like this one. I like them all, but I'm in Flutterby heaven. Definitely don't like that one with that one. I like this one with this one. It's got the green in it. None of these. Oh. Ba-ba-da-ba. Do we have a winner? Now, you could put glossy accents on these and let them dry and just make sure they stay flat. So what you would have to do is glue them on first so that they stay flat. I don't have time to do that and let them dry on this video because it takes a while, but let me show you. Oh, here they are. You can get this size bottle, or you can get this size bottle. This one dries clear, shiny, and it crackles. It's kind of cool. This one dries clear and shiny. It looks really neat. It makes it dimension. It looks like it has dimension. It's probably why it's called clear dimensional medium. So I probably will do that to these, but I can't do it on video because then we wouldn't be able to put it together. And it might add too much thickness too, though. So now that I think about it, we may not be able to. You have to think about that when you're doing stuff. You know what I mean? Now we're going to want to stick them down pretty good. So we don't want anything sticking up. We want them to lie flat, flat, flat. So they're going to be in that file folder. I wonder if I should have put two of the same color on that. I almost like that one by itself, to tell you the truth, because I'm not sure, because it's so brilliant. The color is so brilliant. I'm glad it's not right in the center. Everybody just plops it in the center. I think I'm going to leave that one like that. I don't think it needs two. This one needs two. It's two smaller ones. Ooh, this one's pretty. But everyone does do them like that. But that's the way they fly. What are you going to do? The only thing about these rounded ones, a little bit harder to get down in these little things. Remember that trick I showed you with the flat ones? You just take your flat one and you off center it, and then this part sticks out. Oh, it might even work with these. Looks like it would. Then you just kind of ink the side a little bit, and then you stick it down in there. Yeah, it's not going to really work that well with these. The edges are too fat. Too fat. There we go. Didn't even take long enough to bore you with the weather forecast. I think I did this one. Do it again. This little bottom looks like it needs to be inked. So this is all depending on whatever you want where, whichever butterfly you want where. Now, I did use my brother's Scan and Cut to cut these out. I did not have to fussy cut all of them out myself, thank goodness. Since everything has a dark edge, it cut it out. Bingo, bango. No problem at all. And if you wanted to, you could even make little tabs on these and make these little file folders inside the bigger file folder. Ah, that idea just popped into my head. If I'd thought of it earlier, I probably would have done it. Then we would have had file folders within file folders and butterflies within butterflies, and then that would have been cool. This is pretty. The other would have been cool. Okay, so we've got these flutterbys on here. We got these flutterbys on here. Where else is left to put flutterbys, I ask you? Here. Now I'm wondering if we couldn't use a pop of color. Right here. Versus him. Yeah. I think we should. We can, so we will. There's nobody here to tell us that we can't. Well, Oz could, but you know what? He's really short. I don't think he could reach up here on the table and stop us. Not this week, anyway. He is a Chewini. Besides that, he only weighs 10 pounds. You just pick him up and set him right back down on the floor. Crazy talk. I'm babbling to myself. No, actually, literally, I'm babbling to you guys. Which is probably rude or inconsiderate or something around those lines. Okay, now I'm just going to want to center it between these two little notches. How does that not line up there? Must be the way I cut it. So we're going to line it up in the center here. I'm going to have to use a smaller one? That can't be right. Okay, put them in the center. It's an optical illusion. That's what the problem is. It's an optical illusion because these butterflies are at an angle. Remember things like that. I'm wondering, no, there's only so many butterflies. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. Can you guys believe I just said there are only so many butterflies that you need on a page? Guess what? I lied. We're going to put some butterflies on the belly band. Maybe one big one. Ooh, he's kind of pretty. Yeah, I don't want to take away from the blue. Yeah, I think he's going to be our winner. Yes, indeed. Yep. Oh, one of his little antennae got kind of chopped. So, if there's one gone, do you realize we went through this whole tutorial and this is the first time I've had to use the scissors? And that's to chop off some poor little butterfly's antennae. Antennae. Antennae is the plural, I think. Antenna is the singular. I'm sorry, I'm probably inking him off screen, but I'm pretty sure that you guys know how to do it. I'm guessing. I need to remember to hold my hands in, trying to keep everything more in the center, but I'm very, very short. I'm barely 5 foot tall, and I'm sitting on a stool at this table. And I'm trying to reach. I really am. I'm like Edith Ann. I don't know how many of you guys are old enough to know Edith Ann from Saturday Night Live. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. We can do the top wings completely. And his body, just the little tippy tip of his bottom wings. So let's start there so we don't forget. Cannot put glue there. Do not want to glue our belly band shut. Hopefully the bottom of his wings are small enough. Blah, can't talk today. That they won't bend up. And I just put glue on it. On the one side. And it looks to me like that's the center. Okay. Oh, so we can put it in this way. Oh, look at that. With the two cards. Once it's glued down, they'll be in there nice and snug. Snug as a bug in a rug. No cards falling out. Works for me. I think, oh, that one's the same though. because it's butterflies and moths. There are moths on this side. I like it the other way better. Doesn't matter to me. But they are the same. Okay, so we're gonna glue this to our backing paper. Put these butterflies back up there, which is here. Thought I lost it there for a minute. I don't know why I turned it around. It really doesn't matter. I guess in my brain, my crazy little brain, it made a difference. Oh, that cream color border paper looks nice. And then it'll go against the white paper. I like it. Do we need to add another butterfly at the bottom? No, I think that's overkill. I don't know. Let's look. The thing is about adding one here on the paper is it's going to catch our file folder. Okay, here we go. Da, 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 da. The giant book. Let me glue this. Oh, that page is so pretty. We're going to glue this to that. So if we have the patience to wait for our glue, we will. If I could have put a tab with the charm on it, I would. We're about due. There's no room for any lace. We'll have to try on 38. Whatever the topic is, I'll try to pick a prompt that will allow us to do something that we can have. We need another, we're due for another charm or something. It's been a couple pages. It's been a couple pages. Let's see. So that's going to go in there. This is going to go in here. Like that. Now this is falling out. Unbelievable. Because it's curved. It's not straight this way. It's curved this way. Okay, what do you guys think we should do? Should we put dots on the file folder just to make sure it stays shut, like 2 Velcro dots? I think we should. Or we could put this on. This is my new favorite toy. It's restickable tape. So you can put it right here if you're doing it the right way. You can put it right here and it'll close it, but then you can reopen it again and close it and open it and close it and open it and close it and open it. Okay, so that's what we'll do. This is called repositionable tape. It's made by Scrapbook Adhesives, and it's called Easy Dots. What did I do with the lid? Oh, there it is. I'm so goofy. I literally had to write top on there, and I still almost did it wrong. I've already broken 2 by doing them the wrong way. So really, we probably, well, you'll see, the book will squish it. So that's our page. It's page 37. 38, 39, and 40 will be in the start up again in a couple of weeks. And then we'll get this signature done, and we'll call this project done. And then I think I'm going to start doing collaborations on Fridays. We'll see how that works. I'm going to try my hardest to do that. It's really fun. So, you know, I'm going to try to maybe have like a collaboration Friday or something like that. It may not work because I don't know that many people. However, if you're interested, let me know. And starting in, I think, April, I will have some open Fridays. And just let me know. And we can talk about it. And if we can find a project that we want to do together, that might take a couple weeks, couple of Fridays, then I say we can go for it. So that's what you get for watching all the way to the end of the video. The chance to work with moi. All right, so to review, bundled sage, gathered twigs. I keep wanting to say scattered twigs. I don't know why. Anyway, so that's what we've got. We've got the butterflies. We've got the kit called Butterfly Love by Collage Type. Okay, so that's our video, and I will see you in the next video, which will be just a second for you and a date for me. Okay, bye-bye.